If you see me in the streets, better holler at me. Seeking for a beat, throw them dollars at me. I don't like defeat, take that away from me. You tryna be like me, you couldn't handle my story. But we gon' let you know, we gon' let you know. We gon' let you know, we gon' let you know.
Welcome back. How you guys doing, man? Once again, man, it's your boy Jay, man. Hey, thank you for coming through, man. It's another episode. And following the recent occurrences and the recent coups that have been happening in French colonies across Africa, and a whole lot of things have come up. And this vlog, we are going to talk about one of these things. I will start this vlog by saying, ladies and gentlemen, that colonial master France is actually a terrorist state. Let me rephrase that. Colonial master France is a terrorist state. I know some of you guys will be like, well, Mr. J, that is extreme. You are making certain utterances. Man, why would you say that? But hold on. Before you get to throw these questions at me, I would explain to you, with the actions of France in the Republic of Niger, it's obvious. You cannot in your right mind ignore this aggressive nature of France. We cannot just sit back and say, oh, this is normal behavior, because it is not normal behavior. But before we do, man, I would like you to help support the channel. If this is your first time coming through, if this is your first time seeing this face, man, please do not forget to give us a thumbs up. Hit that like button, because the more you hit the like button, the more YouTube is going to, recommend the video and our vlogs to a whole lot of people around the globe. Man, wherever you are around the globe, man, if you have motherland in your heart, if you have Africa in your heart, I love you. You feel me? The military jumped us in the African country, the Republic of Niger, kicking out France from their political sphere. They said enough is enough. We no longer want to have anything to do with you. We are tired. It's been over 60 years. You have done nothing for us. We keep going down and down and down, while you keep going up and up and up. In terms of, we keep losing our natural resources at cutthroat prices, and you keep benefiting. And we keep depositing our reserves in your national bank, and you use it for your own agenda, and then you take our money, give it to us as loan, and then we keep paying. We are tired of being stuck. We are tired of being sucking on for help. Military leaders, they came together. They were like, we no longer want you. Be gone. Leave our territory. They took over power. They put the puppet that France had in place. The president who was supposed to be there for his people. The president who was supposed to be there to safeguard the resources of that country, so that the average citizen can benefit. He didn't do that, because he was, sucking up to France. They took him out. They put him under house arrest. A coup was announced. These people, they went to the source. Now we are going to take out the person that this guy was working for. So they told the French ambassador, who is like the representative of France in that country, we don't want you any longer in our country. Please leave. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the boldness, the entitlement again. You keep hearing me talking about entitlement, because these actions from France is what we are seeing, and we are starting to realize that it's not really all that. France is not really all that what it is. They give you this impression, they give Africans or French-speaking African colonies that they are that beacon of democracy, but in reality they are not. So they asked this man to leave. This man didn't leave. And then the president started back and forth, that kind of bully talk, that kind of aggressive talk, that kind of like, no, we are not going to leave. Now, a whole lot of you people will be wondering, what is it about Niger, a little tiny old Niger? What is it so peculiar? What is peculiar about the country that France is vehemently denying and breaking international laws to stay? Yes, I said it. Breaking international laws and conventions to stay in Niger. When it comes to uranium, Niger is paradise. Niger is a gold mine for France. And being the colonial master that they are exploiting that stuff at cutthroat prices. They are using that country not because they really care about that country, but it's because of that resources. And if you studied African politics, if you studied the independence of African states, you would understand that some agreements were signed with these French colonies post-independence, and we will break some of these things down. So let's go back to why this man is not trying to leave. Of course, uranium is in Niger, and uranium is used for, uranium is gold. You can use that for electricity. You can use that to power submarines. Uranium is gold now. And of course, the price went up after the coup in Niger. That is to tell you that that little tiny country is a power broker in the uranium market. This ambassador denied to go. He's like, we are not leaving. They defied two orders. 48 hours passed, and then the stop water, the cut off the electricity. So they defied it, and then he went to the case of, they stripped the ambassador of immunity, diplomatic immunity, and then they made him persona non grata, no person. And he is still vehemently denying to leave. And at this point, they have exhausted every possible legal avenue to resolve this amicably. But France is pushing, instigating. Now, this is where the statements are made. They are a terrorist state and they broke international conventions. Ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about diplomatic immunity, diplomatic missions. Let's talk about diplomatic relations. You will understand that there are certain chapters, there are certain acts that cater for diplomatic missions, immunity, relations. And upon signing, upon ratifying this age in 1961 in Vienna, Austria, it is said that a person could be made persona non grata by the receiving country. Let me break down. The state that renders the members of unwelcome diplomatic persons. Article 9 gives the receiving state, Niger, to notify the sending state of the diplomat, France, that any member of his diplomatic staff is considered persona non grata at any time, including before, after they are being notified. What does that mean? Every ambassador, when they, your country appoints you to be an ambassador in a country, your government sends you a letter. You, the ambassador, you fly to that country where you will become the new ambassador. You go to the presidency. You talk to the minister of external relations. That is your accreditation. That is a document saying that I'm here for this. They accept it. So the country receiving it, they can accept it and they can reject it at any time. It is at their discretion. Now, Article 9 states that immediately a country rejects your diplomatic immunity, you are to leave that country immediately. Or the country that sent you, your home country, in this case France, is supposed to recall you, and they're supposed to terminate your functions in that country. Now, you see why I said France is a terrorist state? You see why I said France is an aggressor? You see why I said France has not changed for the past 400 years? So the new military junta, the leader, It doesn't matter whether you agree or you do not agree. Of course, the population camping out of that embassy should tell you, should make a statement loud and clear to you. But because they already know that they have 1,500 troops on standby, specialized unit. But I don't think that 1,500 troops can kill up to 4 million people. God forbid it gets to that state. That is an aggression. Somebody told you, leave my house. You walk into somebody's house, you knock on the door, they welcome you, they give you food, they give you room, they take care of you, they accommodate you, and then while you are inside that house, you start stealing resources, and then they discover you and they be like, cut, stop. And you say, no, you're not leaving when it's not your house. So my take is this. France is gearing up to create another civil war situation in another African country, the Republic of Niger. Now, I don't know if she has allies too, because I know that they always work together. Europeans, some of these Western countries, they always work together. But good news is, the EU recently started offering humanitarian aid to Niger after, but we all get that game. Politics is a game of interest. So do not forget. So this is why I said earlier on this vlog that France is a terrorist state and France is an aggressor. And if the international community cannot stop this, if the international community cannot castigate France for doing this, then this should tell us, Motherland, this should tell us and our leaders that they are there for their own personal interests. They do not have us at heart. You feel me? So that's my time. I want you to leave a comment. Let me know exactly what you think. You feel me? And support the channel. Don't forget to support this channel, please. And all that I'm asking from you is to give us a thumbs up, the like button, and that subscribe button, and keep watching. I love you guys, man. Hey, we need to be calling out these people. We need to be pointing out these things so that most people don't really understand these things. You understand? Be good and you have a great day.
Creation, reaction, God. Big up TRB family. Mr. J, I see you. I know some artists don't do this. God bless you and your family.